firstly, how you got involved in affiliate marketing.
Is that hard to get a job at TrafficStars?
That took you 4 years to become Chief Executive Officer of one of the biggest ad network.
What do you like the most about affiliate marketing, Peter? It's now often said that affiliate marketing, as we know it, is kind of stagnating.
Hi, I'm Roman from ZorbasMedia. We are in Barcelona to pay a visit to TrafficStars, a super successful online business, an advertising network with 2 billion impressions per day. They offer pop-unders, push notifications, native and other types of online ads. And today we are meeting Peter, TrafficStars CEO, to better understand how an ad network works from inside out. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. Here we talk about affiliate marketing and traffic arbitrage in details. Check it out.
Oh, see who that might be. Roman, hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Welcome to TrafficStars.
So happy to be here.
Happy to have you. Let me show you the office.
Pleasure.
Make yourself comfortable here.
What do we have here?
Here is where it's getting
where
done.
the magic happens.
Yes.
That's quite a lot of people here.
Yes. Here we have our different teams: marketing, finance, HR, compliance. This is my little office
The most
over there.
beautiful part. Yeah.
Yes. And here we come to the sales part of the
I like
office.
the astronauts.
Astronauts.
They're cool.
Peter, I wanted to start from this. In this year, TrafficStars has been nominated for 2 awards in the XBiz Awards.
Yes.
So you have been nominated firstly for Traffic Company of the Year and secondly for Progressive Web Brand of the Year. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So first of all, my congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And
Appreciate it.
secondly, could you let me understand better what these awards exactly is? What is XBiz?
Well, XBiz is a very big industry source for our whole industry, and this event show is like you could compare it to the Oscars of our industry, I would say. So it's a big honor for us, obviously, to be nominated for those things, and we actually already won one of those awards last year.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, that was
Did
big
that
success.
give you any like recognition or benefits? Does it give you something?
It always does. I think you always we're here to achieve things and to reach new goals and everything. So it's definitely nice to be recognized in the industry, and definitely it always gives you a bit of exposure or something. So,
Are you planning to be there?
I think this year we will not be able to make it, unfortunately, but we are still trying because our CBDO and partner Remy St. Maur got nominated as well for the executive awards.
So it's 3 nominations in total.
3,
right?
in
Wow.
fact, yes. And he is based in our Montreal office in Canada, so he is going to try to be there.
What are the biggest risks you see as a CIO for your business, for ad network?
The biggest risk is for me not to be ready technology-wise and not to follow the trends of the market. So let's rephrase maybe what we did right, for example, the last year when the industry was hit pretty badly by those Google updates, Google regulations. So I think everyone was suffering in these phases, but I think we reacted very smartly to that and came prepared to it. So we did not try to fight with Google or something because we're not going to win that war. Unfortunately, we're not big enough to challenge them
Google,
in that sense. So we just said, okay, let's take a different approach and let's see what trends Google follows in advertising and everything, which is video, for example, or native ads, which are perfectly fine for them. And put our focus on those instead of trying to sneak around their regulations.
So now, for example, if Google kills pop-under traffic, you will still be okay.
We will still be okay because we all hope that it stays around. I think I have no issues when the market gets regulated a little bit, because I think when you usually on our websites the frequency cap, so the amounts of pop-under shown by users is very low, so it's not really annoying the user in that sense. But when you see on many movie streaming sites, file sharing sites or something, when you have like 6-7 pop-ups in a row, okay, this is obviously horrible for the user. And if these things get regulated more, I don't care, because I think we in TrafficStars want quality advertising, and so that's fine for me. If it really disappears, we have alternatives for our publishers. So the video ads being one thing, where we were one of the first ones in the market to work with video ads. So we are kind of experts in these already. And I think it's still very young format for our industry, because there is not a lot of advertisers that started yet to produce proper video advertising.
What
for
is
the
converting
products.
best for this?
We see cams and games performing the best for now.
Mm-hmm. And for native, let's talk a little bit about native.
Yeah. Native is certainly a very big focus of TrafficStars in next year. But it is already, because I think we are already the biggest in the market in terms of volumes of native traffic. Oh. And we want to strengthen our position there, because I'm convinced this is the future over the banner ads. We can see that the CTRs on our native widget are much higher than on banner spots. And this is, I guess, also because users are kind of blind already for these banners that they have seen for years and years now. So the native is something new, but also they can select between different things that might actually interest them and not only mislead them to some offers that they didn't even want or something. So because you can choose between a picture, a headline, a brand that you can name there. So it's a few elements that you can put together to get the click, the right click of the right user for you.
For what kind of offers do you see as being good fit?
The best fit, what we saw so far, is for dating and for nutra products.
And what kind of creatives are good, for dating, for example? What is mainly used by advertisers?
It's what's mainly used is the typical pictures of a lady or something that you would think of, but it's actually surprising that sometimes completely contrary approaches work well, because it's something where the user is like, wow, what is this? I've never seen that before, and he's more likely to click. So I cannot really give the perfect advice here what to do. For me, it's a lot of A/B testing if you want to run on native, but I can only encourage everyone to start working with native ASAP, because for me it's the future.
Editing this interview, I have got an idea to see for myself what results can be achieved on native. I have asked my friends from AdCombo network to run a massive test to see exactly what converts best on TrafficStars. Today I received this spreadsheet. Let's check it out together. Here we have offer ID, offer name and country code. Let's take first one as an example. It's called Forex, but it has nothing to do with an exchange market. MY means Malaysia. Here is a number of leads received for just 2 days. This is real proof. And here, the most exciting thing, creative pairs, basically the best combinations of pre-landing pages and offer pages. In AdCombo, they have tons of preloaded creative materials. I will show you how that works. So here is our offer. All the information about offer can be found here. I really like new design, by the way. It's very fresh. This is the list of landings. And here are pre-landings. There are quite a lot, as you can see. Let's find our winning combination. This is offer page. You can have a look on it here.
Then we need to select pre-landing. They are connected now, and our link is updated accordingly. We are ready to send traffic to it. Check it yourself. It's simple and already proved to be converting.
ASAP, because for me it's the future.
How it's different to just like classical banners? It's just that it looks more natural, or
yeah, it
there is something
integrates
else?
much better with the site also. It's less annoying. So it's actually the quality of the clicks is usually already better because the user has a broad choice of normally, our widget can show 10 different ads, for example, in a footer typically. And the user has a big overview of things that he could react to, and he picks one of the 10 already, which might be your campaign, and then you have a really good click already on your website. But I think that there's still a long way to go for us. For us, the native already, I would say, outperforms most of the banner spots. But I'm not sure if we already understood for our industry what is the right way to use the native, because most of the people just use it the same way that they use a banner. They send the click to the same landing page that they used for a banner. And I think that there should be different approaches that we should
So
test.
they believe they should change entire flow.
Yeah, I think the user flow has to change, and this could even make those results better. So I'm working closely with a few clients already that we try to coach towards this direction. Where I say, guys, please try different landing pages now, try different approaches with reviews of your product, for example, a bit closer to what we have seen in the mainstream already.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. For a good few years, the same kind of offers have been converting. What I can name is pin submits, dating, Nutra kind of offers, sweepstakes perhaps. Yeah. And as far as I see it, pins are nearly dead because of the regulations. Dating is not converting as good as it used to be. And I see that people are getting tired from Nutra. Firstly, do you agree with me? And secondly, do you see any new kind of offers starting to pop up?
Well, I think I don't fully agree with you, because I think this whole new approach of the user flows with native will probably change a bit the way that dating converts as well, and Nutra. So we see much better conversion rates
for Nutra
already, Nutra and dating. And also I have to say that some our biggest advertiser, maybe the biggest vertical for TrafficStars in terms of what advertisers buy, is dating still.
Still dating.
Yeah, so I could not say that it stopped converting or anything. In terms of what I see in the future, I think everything, I have a feeling, is very exciting times for our industry, because everything becomes more mature. I have a feeling more professional, and I think that bigger corporations will start looking into our industry more and more now. So we already had inquiries from very big gaming companies that want to produce very professional games, for example, that are a fit for us.
Like kind of adult games or just, okay.
So, but it's really big corporations that are looking into this.
That might be a great opportunity for like advertisers, for affiliates, you know.
Exactly. So everything that we see now, the whole advertising, also the products and everything, I have a feeling we're maturing.
And about those pin submits kind of offers, do you still have some advertisers who run them?
Yeah, we do have that. And also everyone says like mobile subscription offers are kind of dead, but there are still a few markets around where it still works. So we all saw it going down over the years, and it was probably for a reason. But it's still around in some markets.
Speaking of your personal achievements and experience, can you tell me firstly how you got involved in affiliate marketing?
Yes, it all started many years ago already, when I worked for a company called Dimoco in Vienna. Like, I'm Austrian, so I grew up close to Vienna. Found a job in this company as sales manager back then, and Dimoco was the biggest European mobile payment aggregator, basically. So I was involved in carrier billing from the start. And yeah, that's how I got into this industry. Worked for them for a couple of years, and then moved on to another ad network, Barcelona-based. And since then, since 5 years, I am in Barcelona.
Well, I quickly checked your LinkedIn, and what I understood was that you mainly were involved in sales and business development before. Yeah. And my question is, have you actually worked with the Traffic as an affiliate?
I've never been a real affiliate in that sense, but I always was involved in performance marketing within the traffic companies I worked. So basically, in my last project that I started up, we started purely with performance marketing. So it was ourselves from the start, setting up campaigns, driving traffic to offers and everything. So that's why in this field I have quite a good knowledge, I think.
So you have an experience launching campaigns yourself?
Yes. Can
absolutely. You tell me what kind of offers you were running traffic to?
Oh, it was all kinds of offers, from dating, camps, nutra, whatever works best for our industry.
All the classical stuff.
The classics, yes.
All right. Can you tell me what you read about affiliate marketing? Can you forums or chats or books perhaps? How do you educate yourself in this regard?
Mostly I keep myself updated with STM forum. That's one that I frequently use. Other than that, it's more smaller blogs that I read. Yours, obviously, as well.
Yeah, cool. I'm not sure if we can talk about it. You let me know. But can you please let me know why have you decided to leave one of the biggest affiliate network and to join TrafficStars? What really motivated you?
The ad network, you mean?
Yeah, ad network, yeah.
So for me, it was always in my career, whenever I didn't feel I could achieve more in my position where I am, or I could not take the next step in my career, I always decided to change something in my life. And the moment I don't feel like coming to work, I quit my job. So, and this has always been a successful thing for me to do. So, yeah.
Was it a difficult decision for you?
No, in fact, it was not, because I think that whenever you don't feel comfortable with what you're doing at the moment, and you don't have a perspective in your career, and if you're a very motivated person like I am, then you have to change something, no matter the position you're in, no matter the company you work for.
Well, that took you 4 years within the industry to become Chief Executive Officer of one of the biggest ad network.
In the ad network industry, yeah. Apart from that, even longer, yes.
And on your opinion, what helped you to achieve that tremendous result?
I think it already started very early in my career when, you're right when you said my background is mostly sales and business development, but in my very early years of my career, I worked in real estate, self-employed, and I did that for many years, and this really helped me to understand how you run, even though it was a small business, but how to run a business. And on top of that, I think I learned a lot from all the CEOs that I had the pleasure to work with. I think I'm a fast learner in that sense, I would say, and I picked out from all these leaders that I worked with whatever I feel I was lacking, and so I developed my skills over the years.
Generally speaking, what do you think the main thing to build a remarkable career?
The main thing is, I think ambition is one of the most important things. You need to really want this. For me, it was always clear that at one point I want to become the leader of a company and to lead people. And the second thing is consistency, and never get comfortable in one position. Always keep striving for more.
Can you call yourself a hardworking person?
Yes.
How many hours do you normally dedicate to work?
It's very hard to say that. Maybe the office hours are not that crazy, I would say. We have regular office hours and I pretty much follow those, but you know that as a CEO you kind of never stop. So whenever I'm traveling, I'm checking things. Whenever, you know, before I go to bed, when I wake up, first thing is to check the numbers and emails. So it's...
What numbers are most important for you as for the leader?
Well, first of all, the overall revenue is obviously the first thing I check, and the overall volumes that we have. After that, obviously, how our CPMs changed and evolved in different markets or on different traffic sources. So these are the first things I need to check every morning.
All right. I wanted to ask you about motivation. I will explain why that interests me. Well, in affiliate marketing, that seems to me that everyone is dreaming to become an affiliate marketer to drive traffic. And those people dream about making tons of money. Mm-hmm. But I personally believe that good money can be also made working for a company, building a career. And can you tell me if, you know, a salary for C-level or like leader in a company can be comparable with earnings that an affiliate marketers usually see?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it also depends on what type of affiliates we're talking. Obviously, to become a successful affiliate is not easy, and it's hard work as well, as much as it's hard work for me in my job, in my career. So I believe that if you work for the right company, you're in the right position, and you really are beneficiary for the company, you can achieve a lot of things. And I also want to, I don't know, you can, even if you're an employee of ours, we will have very good chances in the future to reach nice profits when you are accordingly beneficial to the company, for sure.
Cool. Pierre, can you name me a few books that really shaped you as a leader?
A few books. That's a good question. What was the last one I read was quite helpful, I would say. That was Tim Ferriss' book, The Tools of Titans.
Oh, I know that book. It's very good.
It's very nice because it's a massive book, but it's not something that you need to read at once. It's a lot of little stories of his conversations that he had with leaders and successful people in whatever field, though. So it was very interesting because it's people from sports, people from economy, people from even military or whatever. So that was a nice one to read. And the next one I'm planning to read, which is on my in my living room already, is The New World Ronin, which was recommended to me by a good friend, and it's about using antique Japanese techniques, basically, or wisdom to
run a company.
To run a company or your entrepreneurial business, yeah. We can move trees in this company.
Peter, are you Santa or what?
This is heavy. Christmas games.
You know that my beard is a gift from Canada, where it's cold.
Where's my suit? I think it was organized.
Beautifully done.
I don't have my makeup. I don't have my makeup.
I'm Santa.
You should go more to the gym. What's really Santa?
Best dressed man in
This department.
The best way to taste heaven is to taste it. So who doesn't want it?
Yeah, because I know you like shots. This one.
Oh my god.
I will go strong in the office.
Wow. I don't have my makeup.
Big present for a big girl.
His first guest was me.
The atmosphere in your office is so amazing. Can you tell me how do you manage to keep that?
It's a very good question. I think it's just about the people you hire, really. We make sure those people are a good fit to our team spirit. And for me, the attitude of an employee is much more important than any kind of qualification experience or something like that.
So you would rather take an experienced person but with the right attitude than experienced one?
Because I'm convinced if someone has the right attitude and ambition, you can learn anything. And yes, what we do here requires experience, of course, but we make sure that with the right trainings in place, we educate our employees as much as possible. So we just started, for example, the TrafficStars Academy, which will take part every week. There's a training that is mandatory, for example, for the sales team, but everyone else is welcome to join as well. So we really want to also have our HR, our office management, everyone understanding what we're doing here.
That is really cool. And how do you find right people to hire? What is the process? How do you hire people?
Well, we have different ways, different processes in place. So we obviously get a lot of CVs from the job openings that we post on LinkedIn and whatever. But we also do headhunting ourselves. So we recruit ourselves. So we don't use a third-party agency because we think that for us, it's HR is one of the most important departments in the company, and because they decide who we let into our company and into our family. So, yeah, we need to make sure those people fit.
Are you personally present in every interview, job interview? No.
No, I'm not personally present in every interview because I trust my people that they pick the right ones, especially our HR team. But in key positions, obviously, I'm joining the interviews.
Is that hard to get a job at TrafficStar?
If you have the right attitude, no.
What do you mean by right attitude? What would you consider a right attitude?
So for us, we just recently, it's an interesting question, we just recently redefined our company values because it was at the time we made this move from a startup company to now a mid-sized enterprise, I would say. And so we decided now is a good moment to define who we really are and also who we want to have in our company, what kind of employees we need. So these company values are very important. And what I really like the outcome of this workshop that we did all together is that our most important value is heart. So for us, it's very important that everything you do it with all your heart. Mm-hmm. And that you do it with passion.
So passion would be like the main thing that you consider?
Heart and passion, yeah.
Heart and passion. And how many people are you now here?
We're close to 30 in Barcelona, and we have 2 more offices, like our IT team that are responsible for the great technology that we provide every day. They are based in Cyprus, in our office in Limassol. Uh-huh. And then we have another office in Montreal with 4 people there.
Are they just as good as this one?
All of them are, yes.
Cool.
No, we need to make sure it's. This is actually also a good question. It's not as easy because when you have 3 offices to have the same company spirit spread over 3 offices, but now we're really putting a lot of effort into this, that in every office you should feel the same way, basically.
Are you going to hire more employees next year? Are you going to
Yeah, so we're planning to grow. We currently have a lot of open positions, actually. We have close to 10 open positions. A lot of them are within our IT team in Limassol. So we need new developers. And here also in sales, we're looking for more talent.
What are other perks except for salary that employees get here at TrafficStar?
We have a lot of different benefits that we offer to the employees, such as private healthcare or something. But I think the thing that really drives, I mean, even with those things, you cannot, motivate the employees a lot. I think the thing that drives them the most is the team spirit.
Team spirit, yeah.
Here, yeah, for sure.
That's what I see here.
Yes.
All right.
I'm glad you noticed.
Yeah, it's hard not to.
Thank you.
It's a very good place to be.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just instantly feel that team spirit, and everyone seems to me being a friend.
Yeah.
Good friends, actually.
Yeah. No, for us, it's our CBDO, Remy, has this say that he says TrafficStars is not a job, it's a lifestyle.
All right, cool.
Okay, and that's how we live it also.
It's now often said that affiliate marketing, as we know it, is kind of stagnating. And affiliate switching to e-commerce, for example, like drop shipping kind of business.
Yeah.
Do you think that is actually stagnating?
I don't think so, because what we have seen, there was an interesting trend that I think we lost a few affiliates like 2 years ago or something, maybe 3 years ago. There was a trend that everyone moved to Facebook ads, for example, promoting, drop shipping products from China through Facebook. But
that was big, still probably.
Yeah, it's still pretty big, but what they found is that a lot of them got rejected by Facebook and have difficulties to run this and that offer. So there's a lot of difficulties they encountered, I think, and many of them came back to the core business that they had initially, and we see that we have now an increasing number of affiliates coming back to our industry.
And how do you see TrafficStars in 5 years?
That's a very interesting question. So I see us as the leader in the market. That's what we strive for, and it can only be number one if you set yourself a goal. And we want to make sure that we're the most innovative network, but we never want to lose our origins by being the most approachable at the same time.
What do you mean by that?
For us, it's important that you as a client know that you're valuable to us, and you will always be able to speak to a human being on our end. So we will not have any chatbots, any whatever, or any guidelines how much you need to spend in order to be able to talk to a person actually on our end.
So actually, you're saying that any affiliate, even that one who spent like $100 a month, still can.
Yes, you will have a personal contact. Yes, that's very important for me, because you never know, this affiliate that today spends $100 can become a super big affiliate in a few years. So we really try to give everyone a fair chance to work with us, and then we will see the potential that the client has.
Do you check advertisers before they can purchase the traffic actually? Do you have any check procedures?
Yeah. Our compliance team, we check every single person that signs up with a quick background check, and we have certain metrics in place.
Do you have like Skype interview or?
No, nothing like that.
Okay, so to sign up, you just go and you sign up.
It's very easy to sign up with us. So you just go to our website, hit the sign up button, and fill in a form, and basically you're done.
And you can start purchasing the traffic, right? Straight away.
Yeah, you have to fund your account, and then you're good to go.
Cool. We will edit it out.
Yeah?
Or probably we won't.
No, it's pretend I'm first, winning here. What, you're last,
the
really?
The fact that you are sour doesn't mean that you're good at computer games, actually?
No. Not at all. Ooh, how do we do that? Oh, well done. Very smoothly.
What do you like the most about affiliate marketing, Peter?
What I like the most is, and you're asking me questions like that during an important race.
That was by reason.
Yeah, you want to distract me here. No, what I like most about it is that it's constantly new things every day. No day is like the other. And that's very challenging. And I couldn't imagine living in a slower paced world and working in a slower paced industry. So always new challenges, new ideas that you can bring in. Yeah, I would say that's it. And the people, obviously.
And the people.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that I met throughout my career that meanwhile became friends, very close friends. And so that's why I love to...
In every part of the world, I presume.
In every part of the world, exactly. And that's why I love to go to these trade shows also to meet not only new business partners or old business partners, but also friends and find new ones.
Is the year of 2018 going to be the best for TrafficStar?
Yes.
Big international brands are quite reluctant to place their ads on adult kind of websites. Do you probably know why? Xhamster is still your biggest publisher,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you tell me the most effective channels to attract new affiliates?
How do you fight fraudulent traffic, bot traffic?
Submit us your New Year's resolution for 2019. We will pick together the top 3.
We will.
And those 3 will be contacted by us and receive this training. Subscribe to the channel, and I hope to talk to you soon or see you soon in the next event. And thank you for watching.
Okay, you ready? You want to do Merry Christmas one more time?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
3.
No, again. I failed.
We're on TrafficStars.